The city of Ethelberg was once a vibrant place, alive with color and creativity. Every corner burst with life. Brilliant murals adorned the walls, neon lights danced in the night, and the people themselves wore colors as bold as their dreams. It was a city where imagination thrived and every day felt like a celebration of possibility. Now it's just gray. Skyscrapers, streets, and people all drained of life. The laughter has faded, replaced by silence and routine. The city's once bustling heart beats quietly as if waiting for something to bring it back to life. The world lost its spark, the essence of imagination, and with it, every hue faded away. No one remembers exactly when it happened, only that one morning, the colors simply didn't return. The spark was more than just light, it was the soul of the city, the force that inspired dreams and invention. In a forgotten junkyard on the city's edge, Luma, a quirky robot made of mismatched parts, searched not for parts but for something that felt meaningful. Surrounded by discarded memories and broken machines, Luma longed for a purpose beyond simply existing. One day, as Luma sifted through a pile of rusted gears and wires, he discovered a tiny, glowing orb hidden deep in the scrap. Its light was unlike anything he'd ever seen, soft yet impossibly bright, pulsing with energy. It radiated warmth and a flash of brilliant blue, a color he'd never seen. This was the spark. For the first time, Luma felt hope flicker inside his metal chest, as if the orb's glow awakened something long dormant within him. Luma knew this light could restore what the world had lost. The spark was the key to bringing color, creativity, and life back to Ethelberg. But such a gift came with a heavy responsibility. He couldn't keep it for himself. The spark belonged to everyone, not just to a lonely robot in a junkyard. Luma wondered if he was truly worthy of such a task. But how could a small junkbot challenge Omnicorp, the force behind the city's grayness? Omnicorp's grip on Ethelberg was absolute, and its machines patrolled every street, ensuring the world remained colorless and controlled. Luma looked at the spark, its glow a promise of hope, and realized his quiet life was over. The journey ahead would be dangerous, but the possibility of restoring color to the world gave him courage he never knew he had. A grand adventure was about to begin. Luma took his first steps out of the junkyard, determined to bring the spark to the heart of the city, no matter the cost. The world's last hope rested in the hands of the most unlikely hero, a small, quirky robot with a glowing blue light and a heart full of hope. Luma needed help to carry the spark through the city's watchful eyes. He found Zephyr, a rebellious teen known for defiant graffiti, in a dim noodle bar. Luma nervously approached and revealed the glowing orb.
What's that, some kind of nightlight?
Luma explained. The spark could reboot the world if planted in the core beneath Omnicorp Tower. Zephyr, skeptical but intrigued, agreed to help.
Fine, let's go save the world.
As they left, an Omnicorp drone spotted them, blaring alarms.
They know, run!
The city's silent streets erupted into chaos as they dodged the drone's pursuit. Red lasers sliced through the gray, and the chase was on. Together, they raced into the unknown, the spark's light guiding their way. The fight for color had begun. The drone chased them relentlessly, its black form slicing through the gray sky. Zephyr and Luma ducked into alleys, dodging laser blasts.
It's too fast.
Luma calculated, they needed an advantage. Zephyr spotted a pile of construction debris and led Luma through a maze of back alleys. The drone struggled in the tight spaces, slowed by obstacles Zephyr created. They burst into a crowded marketplace, the drone close behind. They scrambled onto a cargo conveyor, riding it upward as drones swarmed below. Just as they were cornered, a hidden hatch opened.
In here, quick!
With no choice, they dove into darkness as the hatch slammed shut. The drone's noise faded, replaced by silence. Their journey had taken a turn into the city's hidden depths. The darkness lifted, revealing a secret rebel hideout alive with color and creativity. It was a world apart from the bleakness above, a sanctuary where imagination thrived and hope was painted on every wall. Here, the air buzzed with possibility, and every corner told a story of resistance. Artists, musicians, and thinkers filled the space, their work a defiant stand against the gray world above. Each brushstroke, each note, each idea was an act of rebellion, a refusal to let the world's color be stolen. The underground echoed with laughter, debate, and the hum of creation. Alara, the rebels' wise leader, greeted them with a warm, knowing smile. Her presence radiated calm and strength, inspiring those around her to believe in the impossible.
You carry a heavy burden. We thought all sparks were gone, but your arrival means hope is not lost. We have waited for this moment.
The spark was a symbol of hope for the rebels. It was more than just a legend. It was a promise that change was possible, that light could return to their world. Zephyr, still skeptical, scoffed at the murals, unable to believe that art could make a difference in a world so broken.
A pretty mural won't change the world. Paint can't fight oppression. Change starts with a single mark. Try it. Sometimes the smallest act of creation can spark a revolution.
Reluctantly, Zephyr sprayed a streak of yellow on the wall. The color seemed to cut through the gloom, a bright line of defiance in the darkness. The spark pulsed, the mural glowed, and Zephyr felt something stir inside. It was as if the act of creation awakened a long-dormant hope. For the first time, belief flickered in Zephyr's heart. The possibility of change, once unthinkable, now seemed within reach. The spark grew brighter, feeding on the creativity around it. Every new color, every new idea, made it stronger. In this underground haven, hope was reborn. The rebels found strength in each other, united by their dream of a brighter world. The rebels rallied, ready to fight for a world of color. Their resolve was stronger than ever, fueled by the spark and the promise of change. The next step, take the spark to the core. Their journey was just beginning, and together, they would bring light back to the world. Zephyr changed, inspired by the spark's reaction to creativity. They joined the rebels, learning from musicians and writers as the spark grew stronger. Alara led them to the archives, where relics of the colorful past were kept. They watched a recording of Silas, Omnicorp's founder, explaining how the Tranquility Engine would save humanity by absorbing all creativity. Silas believed order was salvation, but he'd caged the world's imagination.
He didn't save the world, he put it in a cage.
The mission was clear: free the world from enforced mediocrity. The rebels planned to use old subway tunnels to reach the core. Engineers, scouts, and artists prepared for the final push. Zephyr and Luma, now a true team, were ready. The last stage of their adventure was about to begin. The subway tunnels led them beneath the Omnicorp Tower, into the heart of the Tranquility Engine. The air was thick with the hum of hidden power, every step echoing with the weight of what was to come. Shadows danced along the walls, cast by the flicker of ancient lights as if the city itself was holding its breath. At the center stood Silas, now a frail old man sustained by his machine. His eyes, once sharp and commanding, now flickered with a desperate resolve, as if clinging to the last vestiges of control.
I brought peace and order. You want chaos. Without the engine, the world would fall apart. I did what I had to do.
You stole our dreams. You took away what made us alive. Our hope, our color, our spark. A world without a spark isn't living, it's just surviving, trapped in endless gray.
Drones closed in, their sensors glowing menacingly, but Luma rolled forward, pressing the spark to the core. The chamber trembled as energy surged between them, a silent promise of change.
The spark needs a catalyst, a sacrifice, something real, something true.
Luma opened his chest, revealing his own glowing core. The light pulsed with memories, with every moment he'd ever cherished.
My programming remembers color. I remember laughter and music and the feeling of sunlight on metal. Thank you for helping me remember, for reminding me what it means to feel alive.
Luma pressed his core to the spark, merging his essence with the energy. The room filled with a rising hum, as if the world itself was waking up. A blinding light erupted, surging into the Tranquility Engine. The force of it shook the foundations, sending ripples through every circuit and wire. The machine shuddered, overwhelmed by the unleashed creativity. For the first time in years, the engine faltered, unable to contain the flood of imagination. Luma's body went limp, his lights fading. His sacrifice echoed in the silence, a final gift to the world. The virus of imagination spread, breaking the machine's hold. Color and possibility began to seep into every corner, unstoppable. The world's color was about to return. The city, once muted and lifeless, began to pulse with new energy. Zephyr watched, heartbroken but hopeful. She knew Luma's sacrifice would not be in vain. Luma's sacrifice had set everything in motion. The chain reaction could not be stopped. The gray world was ending. A new dawn was beginning, and with it hope returned to the heart of the machine. The Tranquility Engine cracked open, releasing a wave of color across the city. People looked up as vibrant hues returned, buildings shimmered, and the sky blazed with light. Zephyr knelt by Luma's still form, tears falling as the world bloomed around them. The spark awakened creativity in everyone, songs, art, and true smiles returned. Silas watched, defeated, as his order dissolved into beautiful chaos. Zephyr brought Luma's body to the rebels. Using a fragment of the spark, they rebuilt him. The new Luma was different, but his kindness remained.
The real spark was inside everyone, just waiting to be awakened. Luma's sacrifice was a wake-up call for humanity.
The adventure was over, but the real work had just begun. Now, everyone was free to find and share their own inner spark. The world was alive again, with color, hope, and endless possibility.